Evolution. What is evolution? Evolution is development of characteristics of living organisms from their earlier forms during their history on Earth. Evolution may sound quite simple, but actually it's much more complex than that. In order to understand more about this concept of evolution, we must travel back to the 1800s. Charles Darwin, a British naturalist who soon be known as the father of evolution, is on a voyage to the Galapagos Islands. During his observations at these islands, he had noticed strange things between the finches on each island. Each had a different beak structure, long, stout, or small. He also noticed that they looked entirely different from the finches on the mainland. Charles Darwin began questioning and researching more about this. From his research, he published a book article to the public called On the Origin of Species, in which he explained his theory of evolution. This theory is known as Darwinism. In his research, Charles Darwin writes how each beak structure is formed through the type of environment the finch lives in. Environment includes what foods are consumed, what terrain there is, or what temperature it is. But Charles Darwin saw something about the types of foods on each island. He noticed that on the island with large nuts, the finches had big, sharp beaks. He theorized that they had that type of beak in order for them to break the nuts and eat them. While on the other island, there were berries and seeds, in which the finches had small beaks. In the end, Charles Darwin theorized that with a change in environment, the animal will adapt by changing characteristics, or in short, evolve to adapt to their environment. So, in the future, when you see a peculiar robin, remember, that's called evolution.